Okay, now that we are in the Among Us thing, people, let's go and review everything in the Among Us collaboration with Risk, people. And of course, we are going to be starting with the obvious thing that you just saw. Hey, what's up, Jason? What's up? So let's go. Okay, let's go right away, folks, and let's talk about the nice elephant in the room. We have new avatars! Yeah! New avatars! Finally, we have new avatars. Yes, 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 yes. I am happy, and I am not gonna lie about it, folks. I am so happy that we finally have avatars. And it's gonna be up to you to judge how you like them. I think I like that one that you're seeing right now, but we're gonna go over each one of those, and we can change colors so you can have like a better visibility of how they actually look. And new emotes too. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We also have new emotes as well. Okay, so let us go right away with the there. Okay, let's go right away with the new avatars. Let's go easy, fast with the nice juicy thing. Let's go with green. I think green is a good color, or blue. Let's go with green. Okay, so because green kind of pops better, right? So, or red maybe? Yeah, so we have new avatars, folks, and the first one is called the Impostor, and that is how it looks. It has this nice top hat, which you can see right there, right away. The next one is gonna be the Sergeant. All of them have that bent background, which I do not enjoy that much because only the imposters bent and the engineers, but it is all right. So we have the imposter. The imposter looks really good. If I'm gonna buy one, people, it's gonna be that one. It's gonna be the imposter. I love it, and I love the top hat. In black, it looks fabulous. Now, well, I have been playing Among Us for a week. Apparently, I am sauce in Risk, and I am sauce in Among Us too. I don't know what the heck do I do, but everybody looks at me suspicious for some reason. So if you know the reason, let me know because I am starting to get infuriated by that. So the next one is going to be the Sergeant, who looks sharp with his Sergeant cap and all of that. The next one is going to be the Mayor, which it just have a different hat. So if you have a different hat, so sure, go at it. The next one is the Commander with its paper hat, with the paper hat. So that one is also interesting. Also, it has a different color of uniform. And then the next one is the Captain. So if you want to have a captain, there you have it. So that is gonna be interesting for those of you. Well, no. Do we have no? We have the mayor. We don't have the general. That would have been interesting for all of those that are general something something. And then the last one is gonna be the cowboy, the sheriff. I'm expecting a lot of people to be using this one as well. Those are the new avatars. Again, they are interesting. I'm gonna go with imposter. I want imposter. I like that one. And in black, it looks delightful. So I am gonna go with the imposter, I think. Now let's go with the frames. The frames also look really interesting. The first one is gonna be Killing Spree. I love that one a lot. I love it. It's a little bit morbid, but it kinda encompasses exactly what Among Us is. So I love that one a lot. Electrical, that is a task that I hate the most because you have to do so much and you have the most chance of getting killed in the game. But this one, it kind of describes the electrical thing really, really good. And freakingly enough, the freaking pink cable is the one that I have the most trouble with. I don't know why. It is annoying, but usually it's the pink cable which I have the most trouble with. The next one is gonna be the imposter. I don't like purple. I really don't like purple at all. I don't like that color, so it's my least favorite. If that change with I don't know, with your color, then maybe or not, I don't know. But it looks good. It's just I don't like purple, but it looks really, really good. I love it. It's just purple. The next one is gonna be this one, the assistant critical. That one looks really good. That one, I really like this one too. And the emergency bottom. This one also looks really, really sharp. I love this one too. So I so far with the avatars and the frames, I really like them a lot. Now the colors, they didn't add a new color. I thought they might be adding like the cyan color. Maybe that would have been nice to see an additional color. Again, the community is growing, so new avatars, new colors. I think that is something that can be done and should be done as well. Now, the dice, they do have a new dice. You have, of course, the imposter dice. I love it. Hey, okay, never mind. I need to make sure that I ban these things again. Okay, so the dice, they look great. I love it. This one looks really good for the imposter. It's really creative. I really enjoy this one a lot. This one is my favorite by far. By far is my favorite. So for those of you that haven't played Among Us, whenever you eliminate a player, they usually are in the main stage that is called the Skeld, that is just a ship. People, they're just thrown into space. So right now you're seeing all the ejected crewmates, the innocent people that by mistake they are thrown into space. I love these dice, people. I love these dice. Also, you have the emergency button. This one looks good too. I really like this one too. Again, I like a lot of the things that they added for the Among Us collaboration. The electrical, this is like the most simple one. Again, for me, electrical in Among Us is super annoying, but again, it's just a simple one if you kind of like that simple. I do like simple. It's just, I don't know. I don't like this one. For me, this one doesn't say much. That is why this is my least favorite. Still is cool because it's simple. It's just my least favorite one. And then here you have the Skeld. This one has like everything that you see in the Skeld map. This one looks good. This is the scanner in the medical bay. I love it. This one you have the recordings in the communication rooms. Then you have the electrical, and then here you have the vent with your own imposter in there. Here you have the reactor, and of course, here you have the shield itself. So this one looks interesting too. See, this one says a lot, and I love it. This one is just too simple for me, way too simple. And then this one, I love it. This one, if you're in admin or any of those tags where you have to go to the admin building just to scan something, this is just that. It's just a recollection of everything that you have to either scan or you need to scan something. It's just clever. I like it too. So those are the dice for Among Us. Again, I like them. I like them all. They're mostly good. Only one they didn't kill me that much, but it was good. It was good. Now, let's go with the troops. The troops, you have, let me change colors again to red so it pops better. The troops, you have the Guardian Angel. This is just a function in Among Us. Whenever you die, you can turn into a Guardian Angel and you can do your best to protect people. It looks good. It looks good enough. I like it. I would have loved it to be more defined. I think it looks more scrappy, not scrappy, sorry, more scratchy, like Among Us. And I do understand that is the collaboration with Among Us. It has that kind of feel of scratchiness, but this is Risk, so it's a conservative. So this is the Guardian Angel. It looks really good. Chicken is not available on this screen, Jason. Sorry, I owe you a rain check there. So this is the angel. I like it. It looks good if you have that feeling. Now the doggy, it looks really cool. I love this doggy. It looks great. I love the doggy. This one is crazy. This one is another one that I will be buying for whenever I play assassins because it kind of brings the point. It kind of brings everything to the point, right? It's assassin. You have a stabby imposter. For those of you that don't know, the stabby imposter, that is one of the ways that the imposter can kill you in the game. This is the incident report. This is how the victims look, and yep, it is it is a panicky scene whenever you see one of these things in the game, because even if you're innocent, you can be blamed for it. Then you have just a regular crewmate. If you would like simplicity, this is the one for you. Then you have here the fun guy, somebody that is just in a mushroom. And then you have also the impostor, if you want to be more menacing. And then you have a imposter in a bend. This one looks cool. I like it. And then you have the gun fishing crewmate. You know, after you get exposed, then you have to wait. Either you leave and join another game, or you just wait until something happens. I love the 3-eye thing. That is so Simpsons, the 3-eye fish. And then you have the drop shift. This is how you actually enter each one of the games. So the dice, I like them too. I think they did. Sorry, the dice, the troops. I think they did a really good job with the emotes. If only it's just they look a little bit scratchy, and I do understand that this is kind of like to give that Among Us feel, but this is Risk. It could have been more cleaner. The outlines, it could have been more cleaner. Now the emotes, folks. Oh boy, I love each one of these emotes. The first one is Chump, is just Among Us Chump. Literally, this is for whenever you're killing it with the dice. This one, I like it a lot. I'm planning on buying them all, by the way. The next one, if you need another option for dabbing, there you have it. Right now, it's not only general dab. Now you have Among Us dab as well with the sheriff. Now, also you have the new thumbs up. You have the Among Us thumbs up in case you need another way to tell people, hey, I'm with you. We're good. I agree with you. I love the theme of Among Us, that motif of Among Us that you have in that one. Then you have here. This is the same sound as the robot crying, but again, I don't mind it. It's just another option to show that you are, that you are crying. This one, I love it. This is the first one that I'm buying, people. This is the very first one that I'm buying. What is better in this world that an imposter loving it, see? And I was playing Among Us today, and I was laughing by a few things that I did as an imposter. So I love this one. I am buying that one because, of course, I need more ways to show love, and this is gonna be my next way to show love. I have the robot, and now I have an imposter in love. What is there to give? I don't like it that it's purple, but hey, I can survive, right? The next one is gonna be the fist bump. If you need a fourth option to fist bumping, there you got it. It's just another option. It looks good. It looks cool. And this is my second favorite one. This is my second favorite one because I do see myself playing Fog of War, and whenever somebody finds my big stack or something like that, this is just for trolling people. This is just for trolling people. I love this one, and I'm buying this one second. Then also you have another option if you're falling asleep because nothing is going on. Hey, now you have a crew member, a captain that is bored or sleepy. And then the last one, if you need to let them know that you are getting angry about whatever something annoying they're doing, there you got it. That is your other option. Again, I think overall with these customization options, I think they did a really good job. Whatever I'm calling out is just nitpicking. I think they gave us really good options. Avatars, they were long overdue, they were long needed, and I think they need to bring more in the next updates that they do. We need more options, people. The community is big enough, and I know that people want more ways to express themselves, to identify themselves. And if we're not gonna go back to pictures, which again, nothing wrong, because there is some people that they don't know, they don't know limits, they don't know, they really go far. So they take things way too far. I do understand that, but again, if we're not gonna get pictures, then at least just give us more options in avatars, right? I guess the selection was good when the community was still growing, but right now the community is big enough that I think more avatars are good. This is a good start. I love it that we have these options. It would be good to have more avatars. Now, let me go back to my color because I love my color. And now we're going to go to the next one. And the next one is going to be the maps. Something new that they did. That will be awesome too. If you can make your own avatar, that would be great too. That is something like with Fallout. That in Fallout, you can do your own thing. Now, moving on to the next part of the update, they did finally redid the whole map thing, the menu. This is a really good advance. This is a really good upgrade because now you don't have to endlessly scroll through your maps trying to find a map that is not clearly organized, or if you're trying to rush through it, it's really hard. Now, I don't fully understand the categories, and I still have to get familiar with the categories. This one, of course, is just partnerships that they have, for example, with Among Us and here with Dune. We're gonna go through the maps of Among Us fairly soon, and then you have like this one that is for like the world. Then you have medieval mayhem. This is just fortresses, I guess. This is some forts. This is not a medieval fortress. This is actually a World War II fortress. So this is a misnomer, but okay, we can take it. Now, here you have like different realms where you have like the Dino Canyons, Dracula's Castle, like the fantasy maps. Like, okay, good. Like for me, this category I will have to get better used to them just to try to better understand what they're trying to do. Rediscover the Lost Ages. Okay. Ottoman Empire is not a lost age. Actually, this happened until about 100 years ago. So, Ottoman Empire is not a lost age. Actually, that is also a miscategorization. The Ottoman Empire, folks, it was big and it lasted for about 1,000 years or so. I think no, it wasn't 1,000 years, but the Ottoman Empire, it actually, I don't know how long it lasted, but I know that the Ottoman Empire it fell in 1918 during the World War One. So the Ottoman Empire is not like that all of a thing. So Lost Ages, I don't know. Roman Empire, sure, even though that is ancient history, but okay. Anyway, that is me just being picky. So if you go here, you also can see all maps, and here I love it because now you have them in alphabetical order, which means that it's easier to actually find a map whenever you want to look for a map. If you want to go to the meta settings, you go to Europe Advanced, and it is in the E where it is supposed to be. I like this reshuffle. I think this is the one that I'm gonna be using the most whenever I am looking for maps. I do like this a lot. Now, if you go to filters here, you can go in alphabetical order or territory count. That is good if you want to look for more. If you want to go for a specific map or something, region count, this is also if you want to have like different regions or bonuses, as we call it, and then scenarios only. So you have, release date. If you want to go by date, good too, because this way you can know when each one of these maps were released. Most of things are fairly old, 2020. 2020, fairly old, sure. And what else you have? Price? Well, I already have most of the maps, but also if you want to know which map is better, and also here you have like which one is more popular. So you have different options here. Also here you can choose if you want them in ascending or descending order. You can clear the filters if you don't like it. You can show which maps are locked or which maps are available. And then here, if you want to have like a specific map, then you can go here and check the exact map that you want. Europe Advanced. Of course, the only thing that you need is to spell right? So here, Europe Advanced, and okay, so it's Europe Advanced, and it's showing you every map that is in Europe. Okay, you have Classic Europe, Deutschland, that is Germany, Europe Advanced, Italy Conquest, and Königsberg. Okay, so yeah, I do like this option too, because sometimes you are trying to rush to start a game, especially in tournaments, and endlessly scrolling through trying to find the map is annoying. You know, it's something that you can leave for, but I think this revamp was a really good idea, and I like it. I do like this revamp a lot. Now here you have other categories. You have risk. I don't know what this does. Like. Okay. So now you have options here too, and this is fun. This is interesting because I just played my game after the latest update, and it asked me to rank my map. Like, do I like the map? So it gives you three options. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Or do you love it? So it gives you those options. That is a little bit interesting. And then you can have maps here as a favorite. So if there is a map that you play a lot, then you can just mark it as your favorite, and you can easily access that, which is something that of course I'm gonna be doing with the maps that I use a lot, like Europe Advanced, like Battle of Boulder, and something like that, right? Or for a specific game, right? If we're playing in the FFA tournament or the Risk tournament, and there is a map that we're using a lot to practice, then now I can just make that map a favorite for that week, and that way I can access that fairly easy whenever I want to throw like a fast practice game, and I don't have to be scrambled throughout the game. So I do like that a lot. I do like the scramble that they did. This one, this is what scenarios, I guess, and then you have here like a list. Okay, I do have to get used to this. I have to better get used to these options. I really don't understand the options, but it is all right. I can live with that, right? Now, let's go to the new maps, right? Is there any map that you would like to see first, folks? Is there any map that you would like to see first? I'm going to go with the Skeld first because this is like the most epic, more famous map of this. Also, here you can see the different modalities. I panicked a little bit because I couldn't find the Capital Conquest. It's like, wow, they added secret mission, but they removed Capital Conquest. But no, you only have to kind of like toggle to the right or scroll up and down, and you're gonna be able to see Capital Conquest. I think it would have been good if they added like a symbol here to let you know that there is more options in here. But again, at this day and age, you just toggle with the screen and you figure that out, right? It's not that hard. I just imagine people that they're not that tech savvy just panicking because they don't have Capital Conquest anymore. I'm not gonna go to the secret mission because it's fairly simple what they did. It's just you have to conquer 2 different continents and that's it. Again, I would have loved if they would have added assassins as a secret mission. That would have been really good, especially for tournaments. But they did not, so it is what it is, right, folks? Now let's move on to the different maps, right? We already have the skirt, and let us see it right away. So for the scale, this is how it looks like. It looks like the actual map in the game. Really, it's really uncanny. I love it. Really, you have like the different portions, the different places, and it's fairly connected, which is really good. You have a few places where you can actually kill guard people or just block people, so I like that too. The connection actually mostly simulate the vents that you have in the game. That is also super interesting, especially here between electrical security and the medical bay. Now, going over the bonuses, this is the part that I don't like that much because the game is not. It is kind of balanced, but it's not because again, the bonus number it's not proportional to the amount of territories that you have to get, and that is something that kind of threw me off a little bit. And bear with me, folks, because this is something that I did find. I did find in all of the maps. Hey, Osimic, they do. I will check that. Oh, I will check. Well, maybe I didn't see it because I play. Maybe I didn't see it because I didn't play that with people. I played that solo. So if they have assassins, I'll check that, and if they do, I'll take it back. I'll take it back. I stand corrected, and I will love it. I will love it. So I will check that. Thank you for correcting me, Osimic. I appreciate it. So what I do not like about what I do not like about the bonuses, and again, this is the same thing that I did mention about some of the maps of the U.S. Advanced Pack. So what I do not like about this is that it is not proportional to the amount of territories that you're trying to get. It's not a bad fixed map, but it's just sorry, it's just that really you do have to smack a lot of territory. This is not a good fixed map. That is what I'm trying to say, because you do have to smack a lot of territories just if you want to get a +2. You need to hit 5 territories for a +2, 6 territories for a +3, 7 for a +4. Like really, it could be balanced. It's just I think it's not proportional for the amount of troops that you have to take. It's not proportional to the number of extra troops that you're gonna be getting. Again, it's something that it will be good to check to see. Maybe this is better for fixed because that means that you have more territories, which means that it's gonna take you longer to get a bonus, so the game is gonna be more balanced out. But again, you have here a +2 that is 3 for 2. You have another one here that is 3 for 2. This one is also 3 for 2. So how come this is a 3 for 2, but then here you have to smack 5 territories? This really makes this really spawn heavy, and that is what I do not like. Also here, the admin is also another 5 for 2. really unbalanced, because if the spawn you get the medbay or the admin, you're screwed, because you do have to smack a lot of territories, and you're gonna be falling behind to people that just had an awesome spawn in weapons, navigation, or shields. So that is kind of what threw me off. I don't think this game, and again, I don't think any of these maps are good for fixed games. Progressive, sure. Capitals, I don't think so. So I think these games are mostly good. Well, Capitals is showy, so it could be. But again, bonuses are not that great. So I don't know. We will have to see how that goes. All of these, and again, all of these maps, I see them more for progressive and for 70% games. That is how I see these maps being used a lot. Because really, this one again, I love it because it's really, really uncanny the way that it resembles the actual map in the Among Us game. I really love that a lot. It's just the bonus for the territories is really, really uneven. I just don't like that. Again, if I had to smack five territories, at least make this a 5. At least make this a 5. Sorry, not a 5. Sorry, at least make this a 3. Again, that would be good. I have to smack 6. Make it a 4. Like, make it proportional at least to the number of troops that you have to get. Otherwise, this is good for progressive games. And of course, because it can be choky, you do need unstable portals here. So that is my review for the Skeld. I love the map. It's just the bonuses really throw me off, and that is going to be a recurrent theme in here. Now, let's move on to the next one. The next one, we're going to go with Polus. Again, we're not going to get too fancy here. For the Polus For the Polus map, again, it's also the same thing. If we go to the bonuses, really, really uneven. Like, the dropship is going to be 6 for 2. Really, it's not worth it. Now, you have storage that is a 2 for 2. You have comms that is a 2 for 2. Then you have weapons that is a 1 for 2. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make that much sense, really. And that is what I really don't enjoy about it. Here you have a 6 for 3. Like, really? You have to smack 6 territory to get a +3? So again, this is for 70%. This is for progressive. Good, I guess. But for fix, I think fix, it's going to be hard to play fix on these maps. I don't see it happening because it's really uneven. Or maybe you can play fix with like 3 or 4 players, maybe. Maybe 1v1s would be good too. But again, yeah, I'm not sure. I really don't. That is my perspective. This map is not that balanced out. I do like it that is mostly distributed. Now it can be choky, but it is expected with these kind of maps, right? The whole thing of Among Us is to have different places where you can isolate people and eliminate them. And the fact that you have these locations, it kind of makes sense. Now, you do have this +8, but this +8 is like the independent territories that you have in the Europe map, that you have to control these 2, these 2, these 3, and this one, so you can actually claim the +8, so good luck with that, right? That is something that you could maybe only do in the end game, in the 1v1 end game or something. So that is how this map looks. You have the drop sheet, you have electrical security, O2, weapons, comms, office, you have admin, a specimen room, hallways, that is those black things that I show you, and the lab. So again, bonuses are not proportional, so that is something that I don't like that much. These games are going to be good for progressive and 70% games. For that, I do see it. But for fix, I don't think they're going to be good maps for fix. Now, let's move on to the next one, folks. Because there are 5 maps, which is great. Sorry, water break. Let's move on to the next one. If you want to see a specific map, just let me know. We're going to go through all of them. Now let's go to Mira HQ. And again, you're going to be seeing the same recurrent theme. I do like the map. I do like the aesthetics. It's just, again, if I want to play a fixed game on this map, it is highly unlikely. Same thing here. It's really unproportional. You have to hit 7 territories to get a +2 here. But here, in this corner, you have this 2 for 3 and this 2 for 3. And then here you have this 2 for 5. 2 for 6, 2 for 2. Like, really doesn't make sense that I have to smack that many territories for a +2. You know, there is no reward in doing so. 5 for 3, really. And then, of course, you have this hallway that it kind of makes sense that you can make it like that. This is like a trading zone or something. Also, this lower hallway. 6 for 2. It's so uneven. It really doesn't make sense. So, again, fix is not something that can be played here. Also, again, the map is really uncanny to the actual map in Among Us. You have the launch pad here. You have the lower hallway here. You have the decontamination room, so you can go to the reactor. You have the med bay here, you have the balcony, cafeteria, and then you have the upper hallway, office, admin, and the greenhouse up here. So the maps, they really resemble the Among Us counterpart, and that is something that I would like to give props to the SNG team. It's just the bonus. Yeah, this is not a good fixed map. None of them are a good fixed map, and definitely. And again, what I'm looking for a map is if I have to buy a map pack is how many kind of games can I play in that map? How many kind of games can I play there? Right? Can I play fixed? Can I play 70%? Can I play progressive? Can I play capitals? If I can play many games in a map, that is a really good map because I can do a lot with those maps. And sadly for this one, you playing fixed is gonna be hard because in fixed, unless you're playing fixed 70%, and still because you do need bonuses. So I don't know. I will have to try and see how it goes whenever we go to a tournament. But again, it looks really good. It looks really good to the Among Us counterpart. It's just that the fact that you cannot play fixed in these games, it really throws me off a little bit because it's really not well distributed. It's really not well balanced. Okay, moving on to the next one, folks. What am I doing? I'm getting out. The next one, we are gonna go to the Fungle. Where is it? Here, we're gonna go to the Fungle. And for the Fungle again, and again, it's a recurrent theme. I'm sorry, folks, if I sound like a scratch record. But you can see it again in here. You can see it again here. Again, it looks really good. It looks really good. It looks really the part like the counterpart in the Among Us game. But again, if we go here, it is really uneven because here you have a 6-4-4, but you have here an 8-4-3. No, the 4 is my bad. Because Jungle Labs is all of these labs that you also have to grab. You have to control 1, 2, 3 locations so you can actually claim that bonus. So it's not that easy. But also, if you want to hold like this West Jungle, it's a +3. If you want to hold this East Jungle, +3, 8-4-3, 9-4-3, really 2-4-4, 3-4-5, 2-4-4, and here you have a 2-4-2, and then you have a 1-4-3, 1-4-2. Like, really, why? I think I seriously think that bonuses should be proportional to one or two things. Number one, it should be proportional to the number of territories that you have to conquer. Number two, it could be proportional to the connectivity of the territory. And number three, it should be proportional to how out of the way that bonus is. And in this case, really doesn't make sense that this is a 2-4-2 when it is in the way of two bigger bonuses. But then you have here 2-4-4 that is out of the way. Like, I kind of get it, but really don't. So again, that is my only thing. Fixed games, you could play them here, but really, when are you going to be holding a +3? The bottom of the map is just going to be Asia because you're going to be trading it there. You're going to be trading in this beach area, maybe, because somebody with a big enough bonus, they can go for that. But again, you have to smack so many territories just for a +4. Same thing here, 5 territories for a +3. I don't think it's fair or proportional. But again, it's gonna be a fun map to play. 70% here would be awesome. Caps can be played too. I see caps being played on this game because you have different silos, and with unstable portals, it should be helping the games progress a little bit. Again, I'm not complain. I cannot complain about the chokiness of the maps because that is the collaboration. That is Among Us, right? You have these different silos, different places where you have when you can isolate people to eliminate them. So it does make sense that you have like these loosely connected places. That is the game for you, folks. Okay, now let's move on to the last game, the last map. It is called the Airship, and in the Airship, folks, this is the biggest map, and I love it. That is so big. Again, it's not well connected, but it's big, and with unstable portals, this map can be fun to play like a tournament finals or something like that. Again, same thing as I has been saying for a while now. Really, really, really is not balanced at all. Like here, you have to have 6 for 10. So yeah, 6 for 10, but here you have 2 for 6. Like really, 4 territories is a big difference between getting +2 or +6. Here you have a 4 for 9, and then you have a 5 for 3. So really doesn't make that much sense, the bonuses on this map. And then here you have a 1 for 4. I do understand that it's out of the way, but really, 4 territories for 1 extra troops. Well, you only have one way in, one way in and one way out. It's a 1 point hold, but still, again, I think this would have been easy at +2 or something. So that is what I don't like that much. Now, this map, it does have a lot of territories, which is something that I like. Many territories means that there is better ways to play progressive, and that is something that I do enjoy. Having more maps to play progressive, which is the game, is a card traits that I like the most. It's good, but again, how many different things can I play of this map? You can play fixed, but really it's gonna be spawn dependent. You can play caps, but also it's gonna be spawn dependent, because if you have caps and blizzard, well, let's not talk about blizzard. But if you have caps and you can get a nice 1 point hold, for example, here, then you can control most of the map. Like, I don't know. We have to see how it goes. Again, overall, I do love the maps. I do love how the maps really, really, really resemble their Among Us counterpart. My only demerit here, let's say, is that really for fixed, these games are not good for that. It's like US Advanced, the Eastern map. It's not good for fixed games. But that is it, folks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one too. If I have to rank the maps, I'm gonna go with. Let me check the maps. Where are you, maps? Okay, let me remove this. If I have to rank the maps, I'm gonna go with number 1, the Skeld. It's just a classic take on the cheap on the main map. The Skeld, I think, is like the classical map of Among Us, and I like it. I like it a lot. It's like the most balanced of them all, and it's kind of like the most classic of them all. So for me, number 1 is the Skeld. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Airship. I really like it. Again, it's not balanced, but at least it has so many territories that is super. It's gonna be fun to play this game in a progressive game with portals, of course. It's gonna be super fun to play this one. The next one, I will have to go with Polus. I do like Polus a lot on this map. It's a little bit out of connected, and it's not that well connected, but again, with unstable portals, I guess all of these maps, they will have to be played with unstable portals. Otherwise, it's going to be a grind going through big stacks of other people, especially in Fog of War. The next one is going to be the Fungle, because again, having a big map doesn't give you that many options for bonuses really does. I don't know. I really don't enjoy that map that much because of that reason. If it's a big map where you usually need it's a big enough map where you usually need bonuses, but really the bonuses are not worth taking. And the last one is going to be Mira HQ, because I think it's a small map, but it's also so disproportional that what really can you play there? Maybe fix 70%, but again, there is really no good bonuses to play there. Progressive, that is going to be a fast map. So I don't know. That is the order at least. That is the ranking that I give to this map. So again, number 1, the Skeld. Number 2, the Airship. Number 3, Polus. Number 4, the Fungal. And last, Mira HQ. And that's it for my review, folks. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and let me know if you agree with me or not. If you don't agree with me, please let me know why. I really like to. I think it's already well established that I do that I do like to hear other people's perspective. I don't have any problem with people contradicting my contradicting my stances or the way that I see things. So really, let me know if you don't agree with what I just said. And again, if you are on YouTube, that's it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and let me know in your comments if you agree or not with me.